Hey everyone, it's Relic here. We are back playing some more Dark and Light. And yeah, gotta say, I am pretty excited about what we've got in store today, what we're going to do. But yeah, I'll come on to that in a minute. I guess first of all, let's just touch on some of the stuff that hasn't gone quite so well. In fact, one particular thing, and that's this roof. Now, obviously, if you've watched any of the earlier episodes of this, you'll know that the one thing that I did want to have was not a flat roof along here. I wanted to have the slope go to a point, and we were going to use the steeple part for that. Now, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I crafted a few up after I'd got this piece done here. I went up there, I tried to place the bits along there, but they wouldn't snap to anything. And after a while, and that was taking bits of the roof down as well, just in case it couldn't cope with the two bits of roof together, I just couldn't get it to snap. And I made some of the flat roof, and yeah, lo and behold, that wouldn't snap up there either. And yeah, I don't really know why, whether or not it's something that's always been like that, whether or not it's because it's too far away from the side walls. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised given the proximity of this wall here in the centre that it wouldn't. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain because now it means that I've either got to have an open roof or I've got to adjust obviously the depth of certainly the upper floor of the building. I'm not doing anything with the lower floor. But yeah, that's why I've not finished it, because once I've discovered that, the thought of having to tear all of this side down, rebuild all the walls and the windows, move them in one block, and yeah, everything else that entailed, I kind of lost my appetite for it a little bit, I've got to say. But yeah, we will do it, or we will figure out a fix for it or whatever. But it could be that we just need to build pillars up the centre or something, but I don't know. I kind of feel like probably not. But anyway, that's the thing. So something that we've got to work out, and we will work it out one way or another. But yeah, onward with today. So I'm just going to jump on Griffin just so that I don't have to walk around. I've made myself a little bit of a shelter for my tames. Now, I have got one new tame in here. We managed to get out and get ourselves a wyvern. And I had fully intended to do that on camera. But yeah, this guy landed literally just behind this building after I'd made it. And despite the fact that I was shooting him with arrows, he decided not to fly away, and he stayed put long enough, and this was without a cobweb spell as well, long enough for me to put like 10 arrows in him. And he's a pretty good level as well, like level 42. But yeah, as soon as he flew away, it was enough to fatigue him, and he tamed up pretty quickly as well. So yeah, kind of all the messing around that I've done with trying to get wyverns, and then sort of something like that happened. So yeah, I guess you got the bad over there with the roof, and the good that this was a little bit of a gift really. So pretty happy about that. And he's pretty fast. I've not used him that much, but yeah, I guess I've used the Griffin more than anything else now. To be honest, I probably will do, but I just wanted one for my collection. So yeah, so we've got that. And it's not very big, but it's kind of big enough. It's kind of big enough for now, and I guess that, I don't know, we can probably extend it upwards if we need to make a second floor. I'm kind of running out, despite how big this initial area was, I'm kind of running out of room a little bit. So anyway, let's close these up, and I'll show you what's going on at the back. Now, this next building, I'm probably going to tear down. And this was a little bit of an idea that I had for taming further griffins, because obviously the one that we've got isn't a massively high level. And yeah, that was pretty hard to get. And I thought what I could do is I could sort of get one of them to follow me over here, jump in here, and shoot arrows at him from the inside while he was trying to get in, because obviously he can't get in through here. And then once I got enough, run out, throw a cobweb spell at him, and then get him to follow me. But that all sounded good in theory until I kind of thought that it's going to be really, really difficult. If you look at that now, imagine that because he's not going to stay in one place, he's going to be flying all about the place. And I just imagine it'd be quite hard to get arrows into him. I am going to test it out. I'm going to find myself a nice low level griffin, and yeah, if it works, then we'll get ourselves a high level one. I'll perhaps show a little bit of it on camera, but because I've already done a griffin tame, it's more just to show you that this works rather than anything else. So anyway, we've talked enough. Let's get on to today. So this is part of my plan for today. So you're probably wondering, why have you put down, especially over this lovely bit of water, this walkway of boards? Well, I've had a little bit of a plan, and it involves getting a panther. So we've got ourselves a really good bird, and we've got the hyena. He's probably still down in the city. I've not been down there for a couple of days, so yeah, kind of hoping he's down there. But I want to get myself a panther as well. I think it's the tame that everybody really wants to get when they can, given that I've spent so much of my time dying because of them. And I thought to myself, I don't really want to do it the hard way. You know, that it is, I guess, theoretically possible, fairly easy, whatever. They run around in circles around you. They only really kill you if you try to run away from them. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain. It makes shooting them quite difficult. And then even once you've got a load of arrows in them, you still then got to get away from it. And yeah, you could fire a cobweb spell at it, but yeah, knowing my luck, I'd probably still end up getting killed. So I've decided to try to make a taming pen for it, and we're going to change all of this into stone, and we're going to do some stone door frames as well. They only need to be one high because it won't be able to get out of that. And then we're going to have ramps either end so that we can get up on top, so we haven't got to shoot it through the doorway and have any of the issues that we might have with this. But yeah, I think this could work. And because obviously the griffin can carry panthers, we haven't even got to get it to follow us up here. Yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. So anyway, I've spent loads and loads of time out gathering resources, and we have got an absolute ton of it over here. Yeah, I've got to say, lost the will to live with this, but yeah, we've got loads and loads and loads of stuff. And like I said, what I want to do is I want to make all the bits and pieces for this. So we're going to want 24 of the stone foundations and loads of these other bits and pieces, just so we can build that. And rather than having you wait around watching me do that, I'm going to make the bits that I need, and then we'll build it together, and we'll go out, we'll find a decent panther, yeah, and we'll see if this idea works. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, so we're back, and yeah, the 24 of those are done. We'll just grab those at first, otherwise we're going to end up getting overburdened. So let's get around here, let's get these placed down. I'm kind of hoping that these will place or replace these boards, otherwise we're going to have to tear all of these up. So let's just have a quick look and see. Yeah, good, they can be placed down in place of it, which is pretty handy. Otherwise probably would have cried. Well, no, I wouldn't really have cried, but I wouldn't have been that happy. This does sit a little bit awkwardly with this building, by the way, but that's only because I had to place this so it didn't destroy this pipe down here. Now, I'm hoping that the gap with the stone is the same. In fact, let's do this side first. Otherwise, we're going to come unstuck, because this does need to be... I think it needs to be at least 10 foundations, but I've made it 12. Cool, yeah, we're fine. And just get... Oh, don't want to punch it. Okay, so the foundations are down, and I've been to grab the wall as well. Yeah, so yeah, what I was saying about this, so yeah, it just sits a little bit awkwardly, and I've already tested this out. You can't place one just there, but you can, if I'm careful, place one just here. I think, yeah, just there. But yeah, as I say, we're probably going to tear this down. To be honest, if I do build this again, if I test this out and it works, I probably will tear it down. And all I'll do is I'll snap it to this. But yeah, it was just because obviously I didn't want this to come across and impede this. Although I don't know, it probably would have built through it, thinking about it now. But yeah, what is done is done. So anyway, we need to get these down, and then we need to get the rest of the bits and pieces on it. There's another weird thing as well, that the stone stairs have disappeared from the crafting list, which, if we go back inside again, I will show you. But I'm wondering if the same problem has caused that as to what's caused the roof pieces not to work anymore. But yeah, really annoyed about that because it was going to look really good. And I'd put quite a lot of thought into, you know, how I was doing stuff. I hope that meteor's not coming over this way. I've still been really, really lucky in terms of... Just make sure I'm not going to get trapped in there because it's doors. I've still been really, really lucky in terms of getting like, mobs and stuff up here. And, I mean, obviously, we would have gone with the stone building anyway, just because it is a little bit stronger. And why did that... Why did you do that? Right, thank you. Luckily, I do have a spare. So I don't really want to have to go out and get resources again. If I can help it. So it looks like I brought the spare with me as well. So let's not do it again. Cool, so we got that. So let's just go and grab the final bits and pieces. Yeah, pretty happy actually how stuff is coming together now. It's starting at last to feel like a base rather than somewhere that I was actually pretty scared to play out of because of all the mobs and stuff. So what we've got there, we've got the stone ramps there. And yeah, I'm probably... That might be okay on its own actually. Let's just... I was going to show you the stone stairs. So yeah, you go into structures and stone obviously. And all that we've literally got now is this the stone ramp? The stone stairs have disappeared entirely. And I really, really don't know why, what's going on with that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there wasn't stone stairs. There is definitely stone stairs because I've seen it somewhere. But yeah, maybe I did just do a ramp here. I don't know, maybe I'm talking rubbish, but I thought there were stone stairs. Right, anyway, moving swiftly on from my world of craziness. Let's get this up. And hopefully, can we hang this here? Oh, it's obstructed? No. What are you obstructed by? That is not a good sign at all. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of messing around and I managed to get this in, but I've had to do it sideways. So we've got this little platform here, and what I'm hoping is that once he's aggroed, obviously he'll stay this side, and we should be able to just about with the bow reach all of the angles. Obviously not fall in because, well, we could get out the doorway, but we'll probably get mauled a little bit on the way out. But yeah, okay, so not overly happy with it. I think once again the game has forced me just to build something just a little bit strange looking, but we can do something with that. I think probably once we tear this down, we'll get this lip all the way along. I might even try to make this in such a way that it doubles up as kind of like a griffin cage, maybe. Because if it's long enough for the panthers, the only thing would be getting it in there. We'd have to have some sort of a doorway over this side, and I guess we'd be forever replacing the roof, just so that we could drop other stuff in if we want to tame more panthers or whatever. The other good way about doing it this way, if this works, and you know it's fairly easy to do, then I'm not going to be so bothered about losing stuff because I know that I'll be able to go out and get a replacement pretty quickly. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's actually go out and do this now. So I think we just need to make sure that we're not carrying any additional weight or whatever. And we're going to grab some food really quickly. Go out and look for some panthers. So yeah, fingers crossed this all works now. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some food, and yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so well, I feel like we've kind of hit the jackpot a little bit here, because I've not come very far. There's the floating island there, and I'd seen a couple of panthers quite close to the base. But then I came across this guy. Now they're only level 16, and I'm trying to get the cursor on him. You can just about see this guy is level 104. So I just need to get myself a little bit lined up. In fact, let's just sit really quickly, just so that we get our stamina back, and make sure that we're not going to be attacked by anything down there, and hopefully we can pick him up. There he is. Right, let's get down there. And we've got him. And that's not good, because it appears that he can attack us even from there. That's fine. If we have to do 1 or 2 journeys to get him over there, then we'll do 1 or 2 journeys. I think what we'll do is oh my god. We'll definitely drop him now and we'll repair ourselves. God, he was doing a lot more damage than I actually thought that he would do in a flight. Right, I'm going to have to be really careful. I'm going to have to do this in stages, because obviously we've got to get ourselves back over there. But yeah, I'm going to let myself heal up, and I'll be back. Okay, so we are back, and yeah, I've managed finally to get one in the pen. Now, it's not the same one that we started out with over the other side. This guy is a level 100, so he's only 6 levels lower. But yeah, while we were healing up, waiting for the griffin to heal up, yeah, we lost the other guy. Don't know where he went, and I can only assume that he fell off of that little ledge into the ocean. But yeah, this whole plan, yeah, it's been okay. We've managed to get this guy back up here, and now we're going to tame him. But yeah, it hadn't really occurred to me how much damage he was going to do to the flyer, so anyway, so what we will do is we will start off. Let's start firing a few of these into him, and hopefully what we can do is we can tempt him once we've got a good number. And I'm only going to put about 30 in here at first, and I'm going to hope that this is long enough to, yeah, for them not to despawn. Sorry, I was having a little bit of a think to myself then of how many I was actually going to do. This is much slower than the bow, but of course it is a lot more durable, so we can hopefully do this in one go without having to worry about the bow actually breaking. Now, the one thing I am worried about at the moment is whether or not we can distract this guy away from the edge of the path. And that was not what I wanted to see. I don't want to see dark forces up here at all, to be honest. And I'm hoping that they don't come. Now that should be theoretically enough. And yeah, if the dark forces come up here now, I am going to be most fed up, because the first thing they'll do is probably kill this guy. Right, so let's jump down, and maybe we can get this guy's attention over here. I'm kind of hoping. Or not, as the case may be. Oh dear. Let's see if we can go this way. Get him this way. Hello? Come on, you know you want to eat me. He really doesn't want to eat me, it would seem. Why are you just eating the wall? Okay, so we have finally got him down, and it's taken about 110 arrows to do. And you can see his constitution is going down pretty quickly. Luckily, so's his hunger, and yeah, so's my hunger too. But we've managed to get together a trough, so I'm just going to pop that down, I guess. Just here will be a good place, and then we'll just pop the meat in there. We haven't got any fine meat, we've only got some normal meat, so we'll pop that in there, and we'll be able to ascertain how long this is going to take. And yeah, I think it is going to take a fair amount of time, but it is definitely going to be worth it. And I'm just hoping that I can keep his wildness up quite high. Now, yeah, obviously, we are probably going to have to go and put a few more arrows in him at some point. So, what I'm going to do, just so that we don't end up in a bit of a situation, we've only got 24 arrows left, is I am going to make myself a few more. And hopefully, by that time it'll be morning, so you'll be able to see the video a little bit better. But yeah, I'm hoping that I've got all the stuff that I need. I've got 48 arrows in there, I've got a load of that. And I think I just need some twine as well, which, yeah, we've got a bunch of that in there. So let's just quickly get some arrows made. And I can't see it anywhere. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing the powder, of course. I'm just got to find that charcoal. Got 100 of that there, so that should be good enough. And we can make another 25, which, yeah, I'm really hoping that we don't need any more than that. Otherwise, he's going to be pretty low level by the time we finish. Okay, so our guy has just tamed up. And yeah, it's not taken anywhere near as long. Let's just call him Kitty for now. It has not taken, in fact, what am I doing? It needs to be over here. It's not taken anywhere near as long as I actually thought it would do. Probably about 50 minutes in total, but yeah, pretty cool. And now, let's just grab this meat out. I didn't see what level he tamed up to, actually. 137, which is not too bad. I did have to put a few more arrows into him because his constitution does seem to go down pretty quickly. Can we get you over here? Just away from the wall? Yes, we can. Cool. Right, so let's just get you to stay there. And I'm not really sure that was 100% what I wanted to do. Don't know what I've just done. Aggressive. Attack target. Docile. For now. And then we'll change this to stay. Good. Right, let's put this meat on his person. And let's go and craft ourselves a saddle for him. And then rather than break the walls down, I'm just going to grab the griffin out just to lift him over the wall. I assume that you can still lift stuff up once it's tamed. I wouldn't see why you couldn't do. And by the way, if I can I get in the door? Yeah, we can. I've figured out the whole issue with the ceiling up here. And I'm not sure if it was the only solution, but by putting walls up like this, and I've just used the really cheap straw walls, we were able to start placing them along. The trouble is we're going to need one for every one. And I don't want to take the last one away just in case it makes it full. I can't reach it anyway, to be honest. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll probably put some ceilings along the bottom of this or something. I don't know. It isn't ideal, but it works. And what it does mean is that we can finish our wall. So I finish our ceiling. And I haven't got to worry about this being inset or anything, which I really wasn't that happy about. So anyway, I know that we are going to need to go and grab some twine in order to finish this process off. So let's just jump down here. Hopefully there's nothing down here that's going to attack us. There hasn't been for a while, to be honest. And I don't know what's happened. There were so many of the Kibos over this side, and they all seem to have disappeared. I really don't know. The trees have changed as well. I'm sure those big trees weren't there. But yeah, fine. So anyway, let's just jump off. Seem to be stuck. Can you let me off? Cool. Right, and grab our pick. Grab some twine. We need 130 in total, so I'm fairly sure, yeah. In fact, how many was that? I think I was looking at wood, not twine. Yeah, just need a little bit more. And it would be all the way across there. I can't really be bothered to walk there, so let's fly. And yeah, I always get a little bit cautious of going over this side because I know that there was the area a couple of levels below where there was a meteor drop place. Yeah, that'll do. And I really should think about gating this whole area off because, as I say, it's been quite safe so far, but yeah, it doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. But yeah, pretty handy. You've always got the mithril spawning up there, so it's just outside of the range of the house. Yeah, all the trees down here, they don't come back now. I had those thin trees, which, I don't know, it's not really that much of a pain, but it was quite handy having them there. So we'll drop you there, and let's just jump off. And of course it's getting dark again. I might just actually, can we just put a little bit of gamma on? And yeah, that's a little bit better. Cool. You might be able to see the video a little bit better now. And pop that in there. Reins, Panther Rain, craft item. And we are in business. Okay, so I've waited until morning just so that we can see what we're doing. And I just want to make double sure there's nothing down there that's going to get us. Right, let's go and see. Just going to tap this hyena and just see how quickly we can deal with him. Pretty quickly, I think. He's running away from us. Stand still. Yeah, level 88 hyena dealt with in really quick time. We get some pretty good. Yeah, got quite a lot of meat off of him. Oh, that is really good. Really, really pleased. That's killing things a lot quicker than the griffin does. Like I said, the griffin isn't the highest level that it could be. And let's just see if we can find anything else. It really does seem to be quite a low level of spawns around these days, which, yeah, I've got to say, is a bit of a pain. I don't want to go too far because I know there are a lot of other panthers about. There's another hyena in here. Yeah, it's pretty quick to deal with stuff, to be honest. I might as well take your kill as well. You've had most of the meat off of him. I can hear, oh, there's one of these stag things. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty happy with this. And yeah, nothing else. Like I said, that yeah, there is definitely a lot more. I don't know if the spawn points have changed with stuff, but there was always an absolute ton of like sheep around here. Yeah, but now it just seems like there's the odd hyena. And I'm not even seeing any of the bramble hoppers, whatever they're called. I'm not really seeing a lot of those about either. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why that is. I can only assume that it's something that's just been updated in the game. But yeah, cool. Anyway, so yeah, pretty happy with that. He's He's pretty good. There's another couple of hyenas over there. Let's go and deal with those as well. Don't really want them hanging around too close to base. Bit of a pain. Yeah, he does deal with stuff really quickly, that is for sure. He's leveled up again. He's leveling up pretty quickly, actually. Cool. Let's get back into the city, the town, the village, whatever you want to call it. And I've definitely noticed it's only the horses that you seem to get attacked on when you get too close or whatever. But where we want him on a nice flat area just so that we can carry him back up to the main base. And yes, I'm pretty happy. We're definitely not going to be running out of meat again anytime soon, that is for sure. So let's just grab you up and get you back to the base. Awesome, so everybody is safely locked away. And where's that? Is that going to land in the... That's land always just behind the city. Yeah, everybody's safely locked away. And yeah, pretty pleased with how things have gone today. Gotta say, this whole idea worked out pretty well. And I do like the idea of being a little bit more in control. And being able to do stuff in the relative safety of home. And yeah, like I said as well, the only difficulty really was actually getting the guy over here. But I think as long as you got a higher level griffin or something even better than that, and you've got plenty of meat on you, just so that every time you're damaged you could just stop for a minute, force feed and re-heal yourself, then yeah, it isn't too much of a problem. So yeah, anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found this helpful. And yeah, if you've liked the video, obviously drop us a like. Always appreciated. And until next time, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.